Hiedi Scott with DIY and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use the July 2023 Magnolia Design Company Craft Club stencil and the box to make three awesome things. I'm putting my own spin on it. I'm making everything for fall in orange and brown, and you could do the whole entire thing also for Christmas in red and green, or absolutely whatever colors get you excited. So as you are hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle all that normal stuff, and let's just jump in and get started. Okay, we're gonna do a rolling pin. We're going to do more than just this one, but these are kitchen towels. They're flour sack tea towels that came from Amazon. So I'm going to show you how I did one of those in orange and brown. We're going to be using orange and brown ink from Magnolia and orange and brown chalk paste from Magnolia. I used a little bit of this truffle brown paint to do the handles. And don't worry, I will do a whole list of the ingredients for these different projects so that you don't have to try to remember what all the colors are. And we're going to be using this stencil, which is called Filigree Leaf Pattern Stencil. It's awesome. Okay, so what do? Let me show you what comes in the Craft Club box for July. And if you have not joined yet, oh my gosh, you definitely need to join. This is so much fun. For $22.95 plus tax and shipping, you get everything you need for a whole project, plus a reusable stencil that you can use to make a zillion more things. And if you haven't joined yet, Linda, that's so sweet what you're saying. She says, only positive people allowed to watch me today. What was I saying? Oh, so you get a whole project, including a surface and whatever doodads might be necessary. And then you get a reusable stencil. Okay, so this is July 2023. And these stencils that come in Craft Club are exclusive. So the only way to get them is to join Craft Club. If you want information, let me know, and I will be glad to get it for you. You're going to get a little cutting board that's already painted for you. This is the stencil, which I've already used multiple times. It says Baked Fresh Daily Bakery. I love this piece of wheat. Made with love. Cakes, cookies, and pies. This is the perfect kitchen stencil. And the other thing is, sometimes I'll make presents for people, and I wish that I had some way to say that they were made with love. Well, now I do. I'll just use this little part, made with love. You are going to get a piece of canvas. I'm going to use my basic canvas duck because I want to make multiple pieces, but this is nice. It just needs to be ironed. There's plenty to do the stencil and then to tear some strips for bows. You're going to get this little whisk. You're going to get a brand new squeegee, a packet of black ink, and the instructions. Oh, and also some jute. Where did I put that? Right here. So, I mean, it's a craft in a box. And they make a video. Magnolia makes a video every month showing you step by step how to do it. Okay, so before I came live, let me show you what I did, and I'll basically take you through the steps. This is my little cutting board, and I stenciled it with the filigree leaf pattern, which is so pretty, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And I used this chalk paste, which is called Spiced Pumpkin. This is a great fall color, okay? And then I pre-did on a piece of canvas duck this. Baked Fresh Daily Bakery, the wheat made with love, delicious cakes, cookies, and pies. And we're going to be attaching this to our breadboard. I've already misplaced the little thumbtacks that came in the box. They're here somewhere. But I've been out of town for a week and I haven't been live in a long time, if you're watching this live right now. So I'm a little discombobulated, doing the best I can. Anyways, these are called furniture nails. These will work just fine. I'm gonna grab 4 out of here. It might be a little bit long. Yeah, I think they're going to be too long and they're not very sharp. So I'm going to just attach this for now until I can find my little pins with some dabs of hot glue. But look how cute that is. And then we'll doll it up. Okay, so I'm just basically going to put blob, blob, and this is going to be so cute in my kitchen all fall. Look how cute that is. Okay, and then what I would do, and I worked on this before I came live so that we could do it together, I used this filigree pattern stencil and some of the orange and brown ink. This is called Pumpkin Pie. It's very similar, very, very similar to the spiced pumpkin chalk paste. And I use the brown, which is called chocolate bean. Oh no, cocoa bean. And my filigree pattern stencil. And I stenciled a piece of this canvas duck, which is the same as what I used on my little board. And we're going to tear some pieces. We're going to create a messy bow. We're going to use some of this jute. And then I'm going to show you guys the tea towel that I made. And then we're going to wrap everything up by doing this rolling pin. So I'll have all these accessories for my kitchen for hardly any money at all that all kind of coordinate. We're going to add this little wisp to it. And you could do the other side in red and green for Christmas and it would be adorable. Okay, Dana says she loves using the antique brass plated tacks. They are found in the woodpile section of Hobby Lobby. Yeah, these are furniture tacks for if you're like refurnishing something, and they are definitely too long. Maybe I'll figure out where I put my little tacks before I left to go to Idaho, and I'll be able to use those. Okay, so I did this. I let it dry. And then I heat set it. And in case you're wondering, how do you heat set? It's easy. I use just your plain old iron. But I know lots of you guys have heat presses. So I would just take, you gotta wait till your fabric that you've stenciled is fully dry. And then I will put a piece of canvas duck. A piece, of parchment paper over the top just to protect my iron. I'll put my iron on cotton, no steam, and then I'm basically just going to do this. This will make this completely waterproof. It could be washed, but we're not going to wash a messy bow. But let me give you a little peek at the tea towel because I did heat set this. This can go over the oven door, in the kitchen with these two other pieces, and it's going to look awesome. And this could be done in red and green for Christmas. It would be awesome. So that's basically it. You're just going to go over it for 3 or 4 minutes. You can flip it over, go over that for 3 or 4 minutes, and then you are heat set. If you have a press, a heat press, you can use that too. But I just use the plain old iron. Okay. Oh, and I did want to mention this one other thing. I used this filigree leaf stencil as my accent here. But if you don't have that, there are other stencils from Magnolia that you could use. This one is called Flower Power. I've used it so much that it's hard to see, but it's beautiful. This one is called Asian Flower. You could use that. This is a butterfly pattern. You could use that. Of course, you could use my favorite Victorian pattern stencil. If you love fleur-de-lis, I mean, there's a lot of different all-over pattern stencils that you could use, or you could grab this. It's a great stencil. It's a great all-over pattern. And that's what I'm using for my accents, and that is what I used with the orange and brown ink to create this piece of canvas duck. And my canvas duck, this particular piece, I'm trying to think how wide do I want it, came from a craft store in Boise a few months when I was there visiting my mom. It's really thick and nice. So let me tear a couple more strips. You're just going to do a little snip. People have asked me, can you tear canvas duck after you've stenciled on it? Yes, absolutely, you sure can. How do I store my stencils? Do you guys want to see? It's a mess, but I'll show you. And then I'll put my camera back. Okay, this contraption right here is my set of Alex drawers from IKEA. I posted a picture of it either yesterday or the day before. It has all these narrow but wide drawers. And in the top, that's my ink. This is my chalk paste. And then I just lay my stencils in the drawers. And I have mine organized with, this drawer has all of my large all-over patterns. So I'm gonna put all of these back in here. The next drawer down has Faith and Everyday. Below that is Seasonal. And then in the bottom I have some ribbon. But that is a great storage piece. So I'm glad you asked. Oh my goodness, and thank you so much for the stars. It's so kind of you. I'm so glad to be back. If you're watching live, I have been in Idaho, in Boise, with my mom, who's not doing great. Just spending time with her, helping my sister out. And I'm glad to be home. Okay, so we're going to use some of this, plus we're going to use some plain canvas duck, and we're going to create a little bow for right here. We'll add our whisk on it, and I think it will be adorable. I think I mainly want to use the brown, so let me cut up a couple pieces. I love making my own fabric, which is basically what this is. Okay, so let's make a little kind of bow. I'm going to pull the strings off. And I just made these the size that I had a piece of canvas duck prepared for. I didn't, determine in advance what size it would be. So I'm going to just do crisscross, and I'm going to tear some canvas from my last little piece of this super thick canvas duck. It came from Craft Warehouse in Boise. Yes, is underneath the strips that have the brown stencil on them. So I am making what is called a messy bow. Let's forward a little bit better. This is not my own invention. I think this particular style of bow is similar to the bow that my friend Brooke Riley makes from Refab, and it's also similar to the bow that my friend Melanie Ferguson makes. So we're just going to stack some of that on there. I think maybe we will do some orange. Yeah, let's do some orange. Just to see how I'm going to cut these pieces. And then we'll do a whole bunch of that jute. So, one of the things I love about Craft Club, and sometime in the next few days I'm going to go through and show you every Craft Club that Magnolia has ever had, and I'm going to show you all the additional things I made with them, with the stencils that came in those boxes. Anyways, I just love how versatile they are. They're so different each month. Let's do one more piece. They are, the stencils are reusable many times. They're just great. And if you've not ever really stenciled or you don't have any stencils yet, it's a great way to try it. Yes, perfect. It's a great way to try it. And it's a great way to start building your stash. They always come with a squeegee. A new squeegee, which you can never have too many of those. And then they'll come with one of these little samples. This month it was black ink. So I could come back and make this project all in black and white. And I could use the little piece of fabric that actually came in it rather than my canvas stuck. But this is reusable too. There seems to always be more than enough of this. So you can hang on to that and use that for another project. Okay, so that's starting to be kind of a crisscross. That bow. Let's take out some of this jute. I love how Magnolia always includes the doodads for the project. Okay, where's my start? Oh my word. Here it is. Now I have a tangled mess. And I can come back and trim this up. We're going to talk about this tea towel in just a minute, and then we're going to do the rolling pin, so stay with me. Don't leave just yet. And if you want the recipe for this project, these projects, like even what is the exact link that I use to order these tea towels from Amazon, just say recipe or supplies or something like that, and I will get that to you just as soon as I'm done. Okay, let's say that's plenty. Put that right there. And then instead of using a zip tie today, I'm just going to use this last little piece of jute to go around the tummy of this. Let's flip it over. I'm going to tie a nice knot and then wind it around a few times. think I will end up cutting some of this shorter. That's wrong way. I may add a piece of bling. I have my new bling set, which is so awesome from Totally Dazzled. And it's bling that's more my style bling, not super rhinestoney. So I could do that. These are too long. Let's cut these shorter, like they're little whiskers or something. So here's my start of my little messy bow, which will go on here. Look how cute that's gonna look. And I will add a whisk to it. Oh my gosh, that's adorable, if I don't say so myself. So let me just glue that on. Then let me add the whisk to this thing right here. Stay there. I'll just use a little glue to hold everything down. As soon as I hop off, I will sit down and read all of your comments. I'm a little out of practice because I have not been live since I went to Idaho to see my mother. So this is gonna all get trimmed up. I'm just trying to decide where do I want it? I want it right there. So let's just use a little bit of glue. Just pop that puppy on right there. Look how cute that is. Okay, this tea towel goes with it. And the tea towel was the same stencil, this one right here. I just used the pumpkin pie ink and the cocoa bean ink, the orange and brown, and the stencil. So I've used the stencil several times already. So that's going to be adorable. And then we're going to do this rolling pin and we'll have this nice set. Okay, so my idea with the rolling pin is I love to store these in a basket in the kitchen with part of it poking out of the top and a bow. This is just going to be for decoration. It's not going to be a rolling pin that you would actually use to roll out pie dough or cookie dough or anything. It's decorative. This one in particular came from Goodwill. It was around $2.25 or something like that. And you can get these at all of your stores like Walmart, Target, and they're not expensive. And I just love stenciling them. Okay, so I need a tacky towel to fuzz my stencil before I put it on this wood. I could use my dress, a pair of jeans, a pair of khakis, a t-shirt. This just makes it so that the stencil is slightly less sticky. And where do we want to put it? Let's put it right here. Let's see, do I have it pretty straight? I'm gonna say yes, close enough. Okay, then the trick is to take your time getting it on your rolling pin, because anytime you're stenciling on a surface that is not completely flat, you don't want there to be bubbles or ripples where the medium could go underneath the stencil. So I'm just going to work on that for just a minute. I feel like it's kind of crooked. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to use chalk paste for this project. And I did spray my wood with one coat of clear matte sealer spray outside before I prepped it. I painted the handles in this color of Waverly paint from Walmart called Truffle. And I could apply my chalk paste with the paintbrush if I wanted, but I'm going to just try using a squeegee, and I want it to match this, okay? So I'm going to do the orange first, which is the word bakery. I need my glasses. Stamps work great on rolling pins. Yes, they do. And you know what? So do the transfers that Magnolia has just started coming out with. Those work great too. But like I said, this is going to be a decorative piece, not an actual rolling pin that you would use to cook or roll something out in the kitchen. And I don't know if there's anything that you could put over the top of it. I will probably spray it with clear matte sealer spray once it's dry, but I still don't think that would make it usable with, you know, like rolling out a wet food or something. Okay, I did bakery and then I did the made with love. Oh, and here's some info that maybe you'd be interested to know. Magnolia is in process of redesigning their paintbrush squeegees so that they're even better than what they were before. And they would be super helpful for these little tiny spaces. So I can't wait to see the new ones. I think this fall or early winter is when they are anticipating those being ready. Okay, I'm just gonna pull off the big globs, and I'm not gonna go over and over and over. Okay, I need another squeegee. Let's use a pink one. We need some brown. I almost got it in the orange, but I think I narrowly missed it. Okay, let's do this wheat. Wheat is such a great image, oh darn, to use in fall decor. Okay, I did get it. Darn. It's still going to be absolutely adorable, I hope. but I did get a little bit of brown on my orange area. I'm almost done, so stay with me. Okay. I have anything on my hands that I need to be concerned about. This is what it looks like. Hopefully it will come out reasonably clear. And I did put it on the correct direction, yay. Oh my gosh, it sure did. Other than the two teeny little spots where I got a little brown in it. Let me throw this over here in my tub of water. Paper towel. Doesn't that look great? So then, off camera, I will build another messy bow, like this one. And this is gonna get trimmed, it's too big to put right here. And then these are the 3 kitchen pieces that we would have that are gonna all coordinate. I will get good pictures of everything. What do you guys think? So here's my idea. You can get these, well, that wants to roll. You can get these little, like breadboard things, similar to this at Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, any craft store. And for Christmas, I would use red and green chalk paste and ink. I would do this, the same, but in red and green. And then if you wanted, you could do another inexpensive rolling pin in red and green. And I would make my little fabric strips using red and green ink. What do you guys think about that idea? I think it would be awesome. So that's what I wanted to show you for right now. What do you guys think? Vicky says it looks great. Tamara says it's very nice. Yay. Well, I'm going to go sit down, look at all of your responses. If you want the recipe, the supply list, where I tell you where I got everything, including these tea towels from Amazon. This is what they look like. Just say supplies or recipe or something like that, and I will get it for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you have not joined Craft Club, it's a monthly subscription. It's $22.95 plus tax, if your state has that, and $5 shipping. It comes every month with everything you need. There's a video, there's an instruction sheet, there's a stencil, there's a medium, whether you need chalk paste or ink, there's a new squeegee, there is a surface, and then there are doodads. And it's just so fun, I think, to be waiting, and it's a surprise every month. So let me know if you would like info on Craft Club. And this adorable stencil is exclusive to Craft Club. You cannot get it anywhere else. You can't purchase it, in other words. It's part of the July. If you joined Craft Club today, tomorrow, you know, before the end of July, you will get the July project first. Sherry says she can't wait to get hers. It should arrive this week. Okie dokie. Well, have a blessed and wonderful rest of the day. I hope to see you again. Today I'm going to be crafting. And anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys later.